Let's talk volatility, tariffs. It's all about to kick off. We've got some great news to share with you. We've got, in fact, we're going to do a poll in a few moments whether we should cover the crypto reserve. What's the word I'm looking for? The crypto debate, the crypto seminar, the crypto thingy. I can't remember it. What's it called? The summit. Is it the crypto summit? Crypto Reserve Summit, that's it, on Friday, whether you think we should cover that or not. That's going to be on our next video coming out in a few moments. You can just follow from the end of this one into XRP cryptocurrency, the summit with Donald Trump at the White House. And just a few moments ago, and this video will also link to it, just above my head, down below in the description, and there'll be pins at the end, so watch to the end. You can also see our NVIDIA and Palantir video as well. But right now, we're talking tariffs, uncertainty. You see how the market this morning at exactly 6 o'clock, algo trading, boom, straight up. And now we've gone boom, straight down. No one knows what to do. The markets are trying to trade and trying to beat the system. The idea is right now is stand back, let it play out, buy the dips, don't sell, just buy the dips. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not trading this. I only trade on my Roth IRA, never my main account anyway. And I'm just buying dips at the moment. That's it. And when they go lower than my all times and all that stuff. Anyway, so tap the like button if you like this. We're going to talk about the tariffs, what it all means, how it relates to NVIDIA. If you want to watch that, watch to the end of this video. I'll give you a link to it. We just talked about the tariffs with NVIDIA and so on and so forth, moving their manufacturing patterns around and changing all of that. Please consider subscribing. We are racing down to 100,000 now. We're trying to get to 100,000 by our 4th anniversary, which is the end of June, and we're on target. We're about a week ahead. So let's keep that energy going, and let's get that silver plaque on the wall behind me. It'll be just about there when I get it. A silver plaque with our name on it, the Lucasades. All of you earned it. It will be a big, big moment. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so are you ready? This is very, very exciting now. Stock index futures rise. We had a rise this morning just before the bell went. We had a bit of a pump. Now, if you want this latest news, Seeking Alpha Spread, it's in the chat. You get free trials and discounts. I'll also put it below in the description of the video and pinned to the comments if you want to do so. You get ahead of Google and ahead of the noise. All right, this is information that no one on YouTube will have. It's pro stuff. You got to pay a lot of money for this, which I do for my members. Stock index futures rise as tariffs take the spotlight. Stock index futures, oops, I hate when it does that. Stock index futures rose on Monday with investors exercising caution as uncertainty. Now, you have to understand, it's very important to say this, the stock market trades on certainty. It's what the stock market does. It's all about certainty. Why is that? Well, people with real money who don't need to gamble, so they're not starting out trying to grow a portfolio. They've got plenty of money. I've got 300,000. I'm now in that camp. I don't have lots of money, but $300,000. I don't mess around with it. I don't gamble with it. And if I can make 10% a year, that's 30 grand a year, right? I mean, it's without worry and stress. Well, that's enough for me. I'm happy with that. That might not be enough for you. You might want more volatility. I'm perfectly happy with 30 grand a year at the moment. So real money wants to know what's happening ahead of the markets. That's why we have certainty investments. We have bonds and CDs, stuff like that, to take or just put it in the bank and get 4% if you're lucky. You use Robinhood, of course, you can. Normal bank, you get 0.5%. I don't know how banks stay in business anymore, but there you go. I'm glad they do. But at the end of the day, tariffs are providing uncertainty in the market. People don't know what to do with the market right now. And that's why the market's up and down and up and down every 5 minutes. We've got another, thank you, Leah, for my tea. We've got another bounce down again now. It just keeps going over and over again. You can't trade this. You can't guess this. Sophistication of trading is getting worse. And if we move on to the crypto or the blockchain, which we're going to do in the near future, it's going to trade even quicker, more efficiently, and be good for Wall Street, not so much good for you. How will you be able to beat algos? You won't be able to. It's hard to do it now. So long-term investing is becoming more and more important with all of this, and I'll explain that in more detail coming up in another video. But right now, though, we've got volatility. And no one knows what's going to happen. Now, I can tell you, at the last few minutes, we could get a change or a watering down, and the markets could rally on that. Also, people are saying it's inflationary. It's not inflationary. It's inflationary short term, but not long term. Who cares if it spikes for 5 minutes? What's important is where we are 6 months, a year from now. That's where investors are looking. They're not looking today. Traders are. Momentum is. We're not. We're looking, where will we be in a year from now? Let's buy that. So, the S&P futures were up this morning. This was just about an hour ago. They're down now. The 10-year Treasury yield rose 2 basis points to 4.25. The 2-year yield, rose 2 basis points to 4.03. US stocks on Friday closed sharply higher, strongly rebounding from an afternoon dip sparked by heated argument between President Trump and Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelensky. However, what that doesn't say is why it went up so quickly in the close. Well, it was because of algo trading. Be very careful now. You cannot preempt it. Charts won't tell you this. There's no way you can beat it. This is going to get more and more now. This is why long-term investing is going to be more and more beneficial going forward. Looking back at last week, there was a clear risk of the move across global markets as investors faced up to the threat of more US tariffs again, Deutsche Bank's Jim Reed said. Starting Tuesday, the 25% tariffs on Mexican and Canadian imports are expected to be levied unless further negotiations are worked out. It could even be watered down. That would be a catalyst upwards. As we kick off a new month, this week's highlights will again revolve around the US president's tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China come into force tomorrow, barring any last-minute negotiations, Reed said. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin saw a dramatic reversal and briefly saw 95,000 over the weekend. That's all to do with the new crypto reserve. We'll talk about that in a moment as we talk on XRP. So essentially, we don't know where we are. No one knows where we are, but we have to stay in the game because when all this settles down, which it will, we're in a transitional period from one administration to the other. We got the euphoria. Always happens in history. Everyone gets excited. Oh, new president, buy. Pretty much like buy the rumor, sell the news. Oh, we got the new president. Now the markets are going downwards and sideways and it isn't that great after all. What do? Well, let's sell it. Everyone sells it. Now we've got tariffs. We've got so much uncertainty. The market is up and down like a yo-yo. So what do? You stand back and you buy the dip. That's all you do. You cannot control it. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of information. I've got my final part in a moment, which is XRP and the crypto reserve. And then I will go on to an extra video, a little bonus video, which is all about the future of trading and algo trading and how you can beat it. So click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Also pinned to the top of the comments are all the links for these videos that I've been talking. If you look below the video in the comments, you'll find all the links to the videos I've been talking about. Over here, I'll put my XRP, and down here, I shall put algo trading and everything else, which was Palantir and Nvidia and everything else. That'll be down in the description and pinned to the comments. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.